Hey everyone, Spaniard here doing another unboxing for everybody. And I'm super excited for the boxing, of course, but also this is my first unboxing in my new office. Now, I know it doesn't look like much, but behind this masterpiece of an unboxing setup, there's a cool uh, desk setup for my gaming rig, glass for my collectibles, and a bookshelf and some other posters and stuff. Which, if everyone wants to see what I currently have for my desk setup, I would gladly do that. But it is nice now. I get to do this in here instead of on my dining table, and hopefully the lighting is actually going to be beneficial here versus the other setup that I had. So let's get right into this. I'm really excited. This is Disgaea 7 Vows of the Virtueless. This is the limited edition that you can get on the NISA store. So, Disgaea series has a really special place in my heart. It's one of those series, honestly, that I did not think that I was going to get into. I first heard of it and I was like, it doesn't really seem like my cup of tea. But I started off with Disgaea 4 on the PlayStation 3, and from there I was immediately addicted. It's one of those games I feel like, and it's very hard for gamers to get into games and finish them. This is a game that it has a ending to it, but it's also endless, which I love. There's so many levels, so many adaptations. So before I actually unbox this, because I do have some others on the show, I want to show you my Disgaea collection. So, Disgaea 4, which again, this was my first one. I really enjoyed it. I fell in love with the colors of the characters. Just a great mix of great colors, and the characters were amazing. I did have this one on PlayStation 3. I do believe they have this on Nintendo Switch, so I'll have to look into it. I just haven't dabbled going backwards in Disgaea, but it was a very good set. Disgaea 5, which personally was one of my favorite of the top, I would say, next to the first Disgaea. So this is the collectors for this one, and their iconic character posters that they have, which are really cool when they set them up that way. And then last but not least, Disgaea 6, which this is the one that actually introduced the 3D style instead of the more top over 2D traditional style that they had been going with. For me and for a lot of people, this was more of a setback. The collector's box, which is this, is fantastic, but the game itself had a lot to be desired. So, 4, 5, and 6, I'm a fan of the series, obviously, and now we have Disgaea 7. So let's go ahead and move these over here to the side, and let's work on what you all actually came to see. So with this, you're going to get the game, of course. You're gonna get the hardcover art book, which is really nice edition. I love hardcover art books. Although it's probably gonna be a small one, it's just a nice edition. You get the soundtrack, which is my favorite part of the Disgaea series. Next to any type of minifigs or other little extras that they usually tap into these, you're gonna get the steelbook case, which the last couple have been awesome with this. You're gonna get the art display, which is kind of like a fold-out poster. You're gonna get a mug, which is gonna be very interesting because I feel like looking at this box, I don't feel like the mug is going to be huge, and I'm a big coffee drinker. So we'll see how that goes. And of course, the collector's box. So let's go ahead and get right into unboxing this. And please, because this is my first unboxing in this setting, let me know how the volume sounds. Let me know if there's echoing at all. I did work really hard on my audio to make sure that that wasn't an issue. So I'm really hoping that that is there. But this is just my first of many, so I want to make sure that I get it done right the first time, and then I can continue to be successful. So the box itself, after you take off, is actually pretty nice. It's got a nice shine to it. Um, this is Fuji, I believe. Which, by the way, there is another edition of this with plushies. You get two plushies. I chose to go the non-plushie route, mainly just due to the fact that I already have a lot of plushies, and I wasn't too keen on the designs of the plushies, to be honest. So I decided just to go with this base. But here's the characters, of course. I love their artwork. on these characters, the designs, the printies. What's not to love? I mean, it's so much color, and I feel like it's very hard to find good games that have a lot of good color these days. So, very nice and packed in. Well, it's actually very nice and organized, as you can see. So I'm going to assume that's the mug, which again looks like it is going to be small, sad face, but you know, it's part of the collector, so we'll see how it goes. So let's actually take this out. So, yep, so it's a Netherworld Warriors Yonomi teacup, is what it's saying it's called. It was actually packed pretty nicely, so you can hopefully hopefully guarantee that there's no damage to it. Oh yeah, it's a tiny cup. This is not meant for coffee, at least not for me. But it is a teacup, so I guess more so that's what it's made for that. Yeah, it actually is a teacup. So I actually read that wrong from what I initially thought. So actually this is perfect. I like tea. I don't drink too much tea when I do it, but traditional, drink from there. And it's got a really cool design. It's got the main characters, it looks like, from the Disgaea series, which is really nice. Very cool. Okay, that actually makes it better now that I know it's for tea. And it's got a little bit of the back design there. So that's pretty nice. Okay, so that's a good start. I feel better now about that. It's not meant for coffee. That was my mistake. I will admit my mistake. Oh, here we go. The art book. Okay, look at this. That is amazing. It's nice, solid art book. Yes, it is a bit small, but you got to appreciate anyone who can give you a hardcover. Now, with any art book, if you've seen when I did my Baldur's Gate 3 unboxing, which if you haven't, please go check it out. It actually has got over 1,000 views right now, and everyone seems to enjoy that. So, and I appreciate that. But I usually try not to go too in depth, mainly because I don't like spoilers. And sometimes art books can contain spoilers in regards to characters, enemies, secrets, and so forth. So, but this so far looks pretty set. We'll just stop here. Oh, this one's spicy. There you go. Oh, it's so good. You gotta love art design like this. It's just so playful and fun. There you guys go. That's probably what you're looking for. All right. So enough of that. It might get to the realm of too hot for anime lovers and fans. So now this looks like it is the soundtrack. Lots of tossables that I see here though in regards to plastics and such. So this is the soundtrack. So it's called Songs of Honor, the original soundtrack, and it is a two-disc soundtrack, which I believe the other ones were also two-disc, and the soundtracks in Disgaea are awesome. They're very chaotic, very lifting, heavy, action packed, and with all of the chaos that you go through in these games, it's no surprise that the music fits really well with that. As I am struggling to get this off, I could use some of that battle music right now to motivate me. It's coming off. It's coming off. But it does look like so on the disc one, you're going to have 18 scores on it, and then on disc two, you're going to have 16. So just to go ahead and take a peek at that for you. And then there's the Songs of Honor. Very nice. Very nice. Get that there. See what it looks like on the inside. Very glossy. You guys probably got a peek at my setups and whatnot in the back. But yeah, it looks great. Love the inside. It's definitely got that Japanese kind of feel, which is what this one is going for. It's got that more style to it, or theme or atmosphere, I should say. Versus the last one, which was more dark. It was more like graveyard and dense and timid. So, very cool. So that is the soundtrack there. Very nice. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, the steel book. Very nice. I love steelbooks when they're done right. And like I said, the last couple that I've gotten from these sets, they have done them right. I mean, you got a nice glossy look to it, and then it's textured, which is my favorite. Which means it's got some nice bumps, some good texture into it. And of course, it's the staple, which looks like what you saw on the front of the box, which is also the cover the full art cover of the game, which looks like it has all of the base characters, it would seem, and probably a few extras in there. So very cool, very nice. Let's hope. Well, the game's not inside, but we don't have to panic yet because we still have the actual game and the plastic traditional case. But there's that again. You on the inside cover. There's not actually too much to this one. Usually there's a little bit more, but it does look like they did add the poster style with the characters. Which, if you know Disgaea, this is something pretty traditional that they do with all their games. The main character is in the middle, and then they are surrounded by all of the supporting characters there. So very cool, very nice, very very solid steelbook. I'll make sure that I put my game in there so that way I'm not freaking out. So actually, speaking of the game, let's go ahead and grab the game. Man, lots of plastic, but at least you can count that your game or your soundtrack or your art book for me won't be damaged, which is very nice. So let's get into this one. To hell with honor. Oh, there you go. All right, so plastic is off now. So again, same art box here for your box art, I should say, for that. There's the back. Nothing too big. Nothing too crazy. It's just a game case. Nothing in there. It does, however, has a mini art book inside of it. That's interesting. If you guys want to take a quick peek in there, let you in some secret access there. But it does have more of a background than the steelbook. So, and it looks like it's actually a reversible cover, which is nice. So, if you want to reverse the cover and have that poster style, again, that was talking about with the character and the surrounding, with the back of Fuji here, which I believe that's his name is Fuji. And then, of course, the game, which is the most important part. So, you could swap that out there, it looks like, which is really nice reversible case. So, I'll be using the steelbook personally, but let me put this mini book in here. All right, and looks like last but not least, we have this fold up, which actually holding it, it's very well made. So this is exciting. Um, I was not expecting it because it did look like it was more of a paper kind of style for this fold out poster, but we'll see. See how it is. It's actually wow. I'm pretty impressed right now with how like it feels pretty. I mean, I can yeah, it's not paper at all. Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, there you go. Look at that. How's that for everybody? That is sick, and I know exactly where I'm going to put this to display it. Oh, that is so cool. Wow. Yeah, I was not expecting it to be like this. So let's just go through here so you can see all the characters I go through. Very nice, very nice. The majority of the characters have their mouth open. Seems to be a very common, at least these guys. These guys here. Very cool. I mean, the design, again, the colors, very distinct. I love the art style of this game. It's what drew me to it. After I tried it, the first game that I played, which was again Disgaea 4. So that is awesome. So let's fold out and show exactly what you get, which is what I like to do with these. I always like to show you everything that you get within them. So actually, let me push this back a little bit. You get your base game in the back, so you actually don't need to see too much of that, I would say. You get your steelbook case over here, and then, of course, your box, which actually I guess we could put the box in the back. You don't really need to need that. So, so essentially, again, you get the steelbook case here. You get this beautiful art display, which again, this I thought it was gonna be the art book, but I'm gonna say this is my favorite part. I was not expecting it to be of this quality, and that's always a pleasant surprise when you spend a good amount of money on collector's editions. You got the collector box, which I'm gonna add to my current collection, and I'm very happy with this box just because it's a large box, so it's pretty to display, and that's always nice. The base game, obviously, with the base case with the reversible cover inside. You get the Songs of Honor, which is the 2 disc CD here soundtrack, which I usually upload these MP3 style onto my computer. just to jam out to or listen to when I'm doing my studies and whatnot. The art book, which again is a hardcover art book, very nice, good quality. Can't wait to look at that. And we'll make this stick again. This is a teacup, okay? So a teacup, Netherworld Warriors, which again shows all of the main characters from the Disgaea series so far. It looks like so that is pretty cool. I look forward to having my tea in there and trying it out. So please let me know what you think. This is the Disgaea 7 Vows of the Virtueless limited edition. This you can find on the NSA store. There was about 15% left the last time that I looked. So if you are interested, definitely do yourself a favor and go pick it up. And also, let me know what you thought. If you like this current setup, what I could do differently, how my sound was, how everything was. I would really appreciate it. It's what's going to make my videos better in the future, and also my reviews and my gameplay, which will be coming soon. I do want to do a segment of gameplay, probably with Disgaea 7 coming soon. So if you are interested in that, please let me know down in the comments. And of course, if you did enjoy the video, like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Take care, everybody.